Okay, we are here in Ísafjordur in Iceland, and we just got off the ship. It's about 36 degrees, and we're gonna wing it. I have no idea what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to find a ferry boat to the Vigur Island, which is where the puffins will migrate to certain times of the year. I'm not really sure. They had recent snowfall a few days ago, so there is some snow-capped mountains, and these are low mountain peaks, and we are in the Westfjord, and Ísafjordur is the largest town in Westfjords. It's about 3,000 people population, plus about 1,000 sheep, and it is translated as the Fjord of Ice, which all fjords were carved by ice, but anyway, that's what it is, and we're gonna go check it out. So this is what happens when you just wing it, and we have all aboard at 5:30 p.m. That's the first thing you need to do when you get off a ship, especially if you're on your own. Double check the all aboard time so you don't miss all aboard, and we're gonna go see what we can see here in Ísafjordur, Iceland. All right, so when you get off the ship and go through the exit, there are a few private tours in like 12-seater vans, and 100 euros a person for about a 3.5-hour tour to go to one of the great waterfalls in this area. Not as good as the one we saw yesterday in Vigur, but we're gonna go to the harbor and see if there's any boats going to the island, Vigur Island. And I don't know, we may go back over there and consider it, or we may just walk through the town. But anyway, there are options available for private tours, not on one of those gigantic tour buses, so that's one of the advantages. I think we need to walk over onto this. All right, so let's see what's next. We're gonna go to the harbor. We're gonna check things out. Walking over here, and it's over here. Yeah, so over here is some of the boats. We can ask them in the little brown building if there's any tickets available. Smells fishy here, doesn't it?
It does. Look at this, Nick. Here's a cat. Our first cat.
Yep. This is a fish market.
That's why the cat's here.
They have codfish here. They can catch. It smells like cod. So this is beautiful, picturesque, beautiful. All right, let's see what's next. Well, we came over here to the harbor, to this little brown building, and lo and behold, we have good timing because there's a 10 o'clock tour. It's going to Vigur Island. It's 120 a person. It's a 3.5-hour tour, 30-minute boat ride over. Actually not bad, because we paid on the ship's tour like 250 to 300 a person for some of these tours. So we're gonna go over to the island. So all we do is follow the lady, and it's like 10 minutes till 10, so we really got lucky with the timing. And here's our little boat. Here's our tour guide. We'll get her name in a few minutes. It's probably something I can't pronounce.
Gabriela.
Gabriella?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're gonna be on my YouTube channel.
Hello.
So this is the little boat. It's a 30-minute boat ride. Let's see, where is... I don't know where my wife went. Maybe she went up here. So you can sit on the outside. And this is the view from here. All right. There's seats up here. You want to sit on this side, or does it matter? Okay. So there's some seats up here, and this is our little boat. And there's our big ship. Well, right here I turned off the sound because you're just going to hear nothing but wind and boat engine, but This is a really beautiful and very cold ride. You could sit inside on this tour, but I wanted to sit outside to get the full effect. And it was bone chilling, to say the least, but the views were spectacular. So we'll cut to the ride here, just show you a minute or so of the scenes, and we'll get to the island in a second. All right, guess what? We made it to the island. There were some whale sightings. So on the other side, we might see some, but we made it to the island, and it's very cold, but we survived, and let's go check it out. Maybe we'll see some more whales. We made it, and check this out. Big blocks of basalt with holes in it. That's from the gases that bubbled through the lava as it cooled on the surface. But the birds are here singing. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. And we have a tour guide. This is our tour guide. He's going to tell us a little bit about the island and some of the wildlife, and we'll see if we can spot any whales.
Thank you for coming out today. My name is Gisli, and I am one of the Vigur farmers. But we are a bit of a rare breed, the Vigur farmers. There are only 3 of us. So it's me, my wife, and our 7-year-old boy, and that makes up the population of this island. And there are whales there. They've been there all morning.
See the spouts.
These are humpback whales. We've seen 3 or 4 out there, and then more out there, more out there.
Watch for the blowholes.
Out here on Skerry, see the kind of banana shape there. That's harbor seals, and they are out here also. There's one in
Lots
the
of
water.
whales.
So all sorts of things going on. But yeah, this island is a little bit different to maybe many other places you've been to. Really, this should be owned by the government. It should be a bird reserve and a museum, but it is privately owned. So basically, we own the island, and this is our home. But we are sharing this home with tens of thousands of birds and other wildlife. But so there's just a few
Zoom in.
things
You
to
see the
keep in
whales?
mind when you're here. And first of all, we try to stay together for the first part. And the other thing is the paths, they are absolutely sacred. We need to stay on the path. And this is even important here, where we put up this chain, and that has transformed the life for the seals here. They recognize the fence as something unpenetrable by people. They are very skittish. They don't trust people at all. And they were hunted for hundreds of years, and they still remember that they need to be careful of us people. Lastly, the island is non-smoking, and it's due to a fire hazard in puffin colonies. I'm gonna just tell you a little bit about some of the birds we see here, and then a little bit about the history, and then you can have a bit of a walk for yourself. But just here, the little grey birds here, they're sometimes difficult to see. They are covering the rock over there, for example. Sometimes you don't see them until all of a sudden the whole rock moves. But these are purple sandpipers, the grey ones, darker grey ones. The other ones here, the white and light grey with a black cap. These are Arctic terns, and These are mostly chicks there. Well, there's 3 chicks and 2 adults, and you see the difference between the chicks and adults on their forehead. The adult has a completely black cap, but the chick has this kind of white behind its beak. Also, the color of the legs and the beak is not very prominent, like the orange beak and legs of the adult one. But these chicks are getting ready for the first long haul flight of their life because they are heading to Antarctica. And they are. This is the last step in the training to get them going, and they need to fly something like 18.
There's a seal right there.
To reach the winter quarters, and but they have another. They fly to Antarctic summer, but
There's a harbor
they are
seal. Just
nesting
went
here
under.
in Vigur over the summer, raising the chicks, and but absolutely amazing bird. But yeah, let's head on.
All right, we have whales reaching the surface, humpback whales. You can hear them. They're like, oh, wow. Look at that. You can hear them. I've never seen so many whales in my life. They're all over the place. Wow. There were numerous humpback whales. Off in the distance, I saw their tails. I saw their whole bodies reaching the surface. But you see the tails as they dove down. You have a good zoom. You can probably see it way better than me. Yeah, there's a seal over there. Yep. All right. So it's all just rock paths, you can see. Look at this fantastic view. Just amazing. So quiet and peaceful here. You can hear the whales in the background. Just never seen so many humpback whales in my life. Let's go up here. Blowholes after blowholes after blowholes. It was just one after another. The scenery here is beautiful. Gonna catch up to the tour. There's harbor seals. So picturesque. This is one of the Viking boats. So the island has a population of 3. Chris Lee, the tour guide, and his wife and 7-year-old boy.
This is Iceland's most important figure, and it's sitting outside on my across lawn, which is quite daunting. But wooden boats are a bit like a living thing. They need to be used and they need to be maintained, and then basically they can live absolutely forever. If you take a boat like this and put it inside a museum, the wood scribbles,
Crocodile Dundee.
certain magic is lost there, I think. It's a bit like taking a tree and putting it in a tree. So we are really I could go on and on about the boat, but on the hill behind you here is our windmill. This is Iceland's only historic windmill. This windmill was used to mill grain that was imported from Denmark. There was no grain grown here, but this was a center of a big community of farmers and fishermen. They would bring their grain here to have it milled. There were no roads at the time, so all transport was by boat, and so it was actually very
I don't know if you can see this, but it almost looked like the water just sparkling. Absolutely clear. This is fascinating. Hidden gem here in Ísafjordur, Iceland. There's the father of the tour guide, Chris Lee, and he's explaining about the Viking boat. This is a World UNESCO Heritage Site. This is pristine as you can get here. The water's crystal clear. Look at this lush grass. This is where they live. This little complex here. And this is just so quiet. Listen. It's peaceful. Pure. I wonder why these tents are here. Maybe in case they have guests. This is where they sleep. Wow. This is an interesting camping site. Here's his farmhouse. We'll have to ask him why these tents are here.
people have been doing this here for a long time. Done exactly the same way for over 200 years. But the eider farming is a beautiful relationship between wildlife and farming, where both parties are genuinely benefiting. The eiders in Iceland are absolutely thriving. There are around 400 eider farmers around Iceland, and the eider, as a result now, is the most common duck you can find in Iceland. So if you see a brown duck on the water,
this is a duck
odds
farm.
are it is an eider.
An
Which
eider.
is quite remarkable because the eider is very big, eats a lot, and quite particular in her ways, but she's doing really well. And what we are doing is tapping into a natural process that's happening. And when the eider starts to incubate the eggs, he lays 1 to 2
This is a
eggs.
duck farm. Look at these whole tractors. Wow. So this is a farm. So this is an eider duck farm. Common eider is the fastest duck at sea, 47 miles an hour. They're the largest of the sea ducks, weighs 5.5 to 6.5 pounds, and they have the softest feather. And this farm, they actually get the nests and the extra down feathers that are on the nests, which the ducks don't need. They separate out the straw and the grass, and they basically purify it where it's all pure, and it's the most insulating down feathers you can possibly get. And they actually, at the end of the process, they sift it through, and it becomes products that they will actually sell. I'm just gonna touch. This is still the raw product, but they end up going through the tumblers, machines over here, and you can see here he's farming the eider down. Wow. So they sell it mostly to, they sell it a lot to Germany. They sell it for making insulating products, but it's the most insulating down feather in the world. And this is a patch of rhubarb right here, and there's some birds nesting underneath it. And so the Chrisley's wife makes products, and we get a piece of cake. Probably make rhubarb pie as well. A little restaurant right there. But we're gonna go up top here where those people are walking, and there's a chance to see puffins. They have left for the season. Actually, they spend most of their winter in the sea at Labrador Sea. And so we're gonna go up here and see if we can see any remaining stray puffins. But this is just fantastic. This man gets no government subsidies. He does all this on his own, promotes great conservation of the common eider, and our presence here actually helps them, paying for the tour. And they have products that they sell, and they will support them as well. But I want to ask him what these tents are for. Yeah, so these tents are for friends, scientists, guests, accommodations. They have heaters in there. This is amazing. We're going to go up here now and see if we can find any stray puffins. Okay, so we're up here, and this island is over about 100 acres. And he said he owned it for 5 years. His family, they get no subsidies.
They're the only family that owns their own island.
They're the only family that owns it's the only island that is owned by one family. And you can see beautiful. Yeah, the whales, you can just go whoo, 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 non-stop. Here is the rhubarb patch. And this is beautiful. And this island's 100 acres. It goes on beyond over there. Wow. So we're going to head over to the shoreline here. The puffin burrows, but no puffins.
No puffin.
No, we didn't
All right.
see any anyway.
We're going to make our way back around. Go sit in the restaurant for a minute. Go see if we can see some more and hear some more whales. As we walk along the path. The whole impression I get with this place is pure. They have cables leading to the mainland to get them their electricity. They have a well for fresh water. The windmill was originally used to mill some grain. And here on the other side of the island, I can see the whales off in the distance, still blowing. The whales off in the distance, they're all over there. Look at them. This is the area where puffins would congregate when they're here.
She saw a puffin.
Oh, you did?
There was a puffin in there because There was a seal right here. I saw its head and I went back from that and then
See that waterfall?
yes.
Come back this way, right in closer. There's birds here, right in between, just down a
There it
little
is.
bit.
Right there.
Just down a little bit from those blackbirds that are there.
Yeah. Just to the right.
You see white and black.
White and black.
It's long, it's quite a way out.
To the right of the waterfall.
Yeah.
But
To
those
the
little
left of
birds
the waterfall.
right there. Yeah. Then kind of go to your right a bit on the water.
Yeah. Look at the whales though. They're still blowing like crazy.
Okay, I see the puffins were amazing from the whale. When everybody walked away, these babies just took a video where you hear them make the puff sound.
Yeah, over there where it was more quiet, you can hear them. And I think they were closer in. They moved a little bit, but they're out there on that point. I just see one breaching. Look at him. You can see him.
There's a few all along.
Wow.
There's some whales right there.
I wish I could zoom in better with this video, but
You want to do it with this? Take your phone.
all along in here are burrows of the puffins. They're all in here. And there was one lone puffin we were able to see. And the humpback whales all off in the distance. And I'm gonna go inside and warm up for a few minutes. All right, we're in the restaurant here, and this is what they have. Today's cakes, happy marriage cake. No one knows why it's called that, but this is a traditional Icelandic rhubarb cake. And there we can share your pictures. All right, so you have some coffee here. This is the happy marriage cake. It looks like you have rhubarb and clotted cream. So that's what it is. We're gonna try it out here. Wow. So here is the happy marriage cake. It's like a rhubarb coating, and it's got a little crust. It's really good, nice and light. And this is clotted cream. Let me take a bite of this. You don't really want much. This is not like whipped cream. It's like 98%, 99% fat, lard. So you really don't want too much of that. I got too much. But this, kind of like it's like a graham cracker crust and a little bit of rhubarb and of course some coffee. And it's on the house. Very good. Look at this view. It looks fake. That is real. As real as it gets. Well, we met Chrisley's mother. She was very nice. Happy that we're here. She told us how she makes the rhubarb jam. And now it's time to head back. But what a fascinating story. They bought this island about 5 years ago. It was like $3 million.
Yeah, I mean, probably, yeah. I could buy a smaller island. I don't want 100 acres, but I can't.
But this is just unbelievable. Let's turn it around for you. Quiet it is. I think we're going to go out and take one more look at the water. Look at this. Could you imagine just living here? They live here. Population of 3. Yep. What a gem this was, you know. So winging it does have its advantages. I talked to a lady in the elevator on the cruise ship, and I said, "Oh, are you going out today?" She says, "No, I don't think there's anything to see here." I said, "Have you ever been here?" She goes, "No." Wow, that is a no person. I am a yes, we can person. I know you can just wing it and you're only going to be in Ísafjordur once, maybe in your life. So you got to get out there and see what you can see, because you come all this way to stay on a ship because you think there's nothing to see. That's nonsense. You got to get out there. You got to open your mind and explore. And some people are missing this. It would be, people would regret not doing something like this. And I always say it's better to regret the things you did than the things you didn't do. So if we went out and we didn't find anything good, I would say, at least I tried. At least I know. Now I know. But if you don't get off the ship, then you wonder, what did I miss? And then you see people with photographs and you go, wow, I missed out. Oh, the clean air, pure water, Iceland, all synonymous. The whales have moved further out. But just scientists come here, they study the puffins, all those stakes in the ground you saw, those were all individual puffin homes where they come and nest. And a lot of scientists come out here. National Geographic scientists come out. Oh, I see some more whales. Let's see if we can, wish I could zoom in more. Okay. Straight ahead in the center, I see some on the surface. I see some more on the surface. I hear them. We're looking at whales right now. I hope you hear them. It sounds like woo, woo. There's a whole bunch of them just blowing, blowholes blowing. They make the noise. I see them with the naked eye. It's really hard to see with this. Ooh, there was another one. Woo, woo, woo. Humpback whales. Wow, more of them. They're all over the place. Wow. You can just hear them. Fascinating, fascinating. Okay, all right, we're doing we're going to come back inside in the comfort. Since it's cold out and we've already seen everything on the ride here. Yeah, so we're going to take a ride on the inside. And this was quite an excursion. We lucked out searching for this. We got to the harbor just 10 minutes literally before the tour. And this is Vigur Island.
You're Nick, right?
I'm Nick.
Yes. Jennings.
They want to make sure everyone is off the island.
Yeah.
So they don't read someone.
And it's very, very good conservation efforts here for the puffins. They have scientists that come and study them. All those stakes were the puffin holes.
Mark, was it a puffin hole?
Yeah.
Or the other bird?
The puffins.
Puffin
So
bird.
scientists will come here and they study all these, and this place does lots of conservation, and the puffins all come here because they know this is safe for them. And the eider ducks, it's an eider duck farm, and they harvest the down feathers, and we learned about that. And so heading back, we'll recap it when we get to back to Ísafjordur. Ísafjordur. I'm trying to learn it. All right, so we have made it back. As you can see, the ship is there. Some of the people are going into the old town to a brewery, which is in that direction over there. But this is, we found a little place here at the harbor, Vigur Island. We got our tickets. It was $120 US a person, and we went out, and you saw the video. It was just amazing, unforgettable, educational. We're helping conservation, and we would definitely do this again. I highly recommend it. And you know, for 120 a person, it was just fabulous. You don't need a ship excursion at all times. Here in Ísafjordur, you can just come out and do your own tour. There's buses, small vans. You can do waterfall tours, general tours, or there's boat tour to Vigur Island. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And thanks for watching. And we'll see you coming from another port in Iceland soon. Bye.